Hello and welcome. We are the Gallimaufry girls, or gals, say it. Three sisters and their mom blabbering about books, about many different things. Our hope is that with sharing our book club discussion with you, our fellow book lovers, that we will sustain the art of conversation and inspire you to read, be find, or start your own book group. So we'll go with introductions.
I'll go. Oh, if you wanted to go first, you can go first.
Yeah, I'll go first. I'm Miranda.
Oh yeah, that's.
I am drinking some tea in my coffee cup.
What is after the shh? Is there anything?
This isn't coffee.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
And it's not. It's tea.
What kind of tea?
It's a blend. I don't usually just drink straight up whatever kinds. It's a blend of different things. It's really fragrant and delicious.
Cool.
And our random question of the day, or of this discussion, is: what is your favorite holiday food?
Oh, mine's my favorite ice cream.
Oh, I forgot to change that. I'm so sorry.
Oh.
I totally forgot to change that. I don't know. I'm
sorry. I was like, wait a minute, but on the sheet it says,
yeah,
I wrote it. I know I wrote it.
So what is it? What is our favorite?
What is your favorite holiday food?
Ignore what's on the screen.
So my favorite holiday food is pie.
Pie.
All kinds, any kind? Specific?
I mean, pretty much any kind. If it's pie, I'll eat it. Unless it's peach, then no.
The poor peach.
That's fair. I'm not a really big peach fan either. But if it's the only pie option, I would have it.
I would too. I would try it.
Yeah.
And I love.
I might just eat the crust.
Right.
I don't know.
The least favorite part.
Pie.
No.
I don't think so.
I don't
but
think
I
I have either. Yeah.
They sell it at the grocery store in the frozen section.
I think I made peach pie for Mom.
Yes.
Last Thanksgiving or the Thanksgiving before.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
But I didn't eat any of it.
You made peach pie. It was good. Yes, I had some. Yes.
I can't remember if
it
I
was
had any.
Very good.
You made apple and you made peach, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you made sweet potato one year.
Peach and sweet potato. I was one of the.
Yeah. Yummy.
Yes.
I usually end up making sweet potato for.
That's how you know she loves you very much, because she made a pie she does not like.
I won't even eat. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And I am Melissa, making sure I don't knock paintings down. I am drinking kombucha. I'm doing the tart cherry today. And my favorite holiday food, it's probably, I mean, pie is right up there. But like for savory things, I guess maybe like this, there's like a sweet, I like sweet potatoes. So it's either that or the stuffing.
With gravy.
I'll take it without the gravy, but yeah. Well, that's me.
Yum.
I'm Tess, or Mom. My favorite holiday food, I have two. One is the stuffing with gravy, and we know which stuffing that is, the moist stuffing that we have. And then the other is ambrosia salad, which I know, which is my mom's fruit salad. So.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Which
we just call fruit salad.
Yeah, you can just call it fruit salad. Mom's fruit salad. Yep, with coconut and the colored marshmallows.
Colored mini marshmallows.
Yes, they are a must.
Mm-hmm.
I know Miranda's making faces.
I'm like, yep, nope.
Hey, that meant there was more
usually
for
pass.
us, so.
Yeah, right.
Sure.
Well, I'm Angie, and I'm drinking. Oh, Mom, what are you drinking?
Oh, you're so funny. Diet
Yeah,
Coke.
Just in case, you never know.
No, you can be drinking
Yeah,
wine
that's
or
true.
something.
I might have had wine and I get silly.
I'm Angie. I'm drinking water today. It's delicious. I've had a lot of caffeine. Let's see. My favorite holiday food. Yeah, I would say I have the same two as Mom. Stuffing is number one without gravy. I just like it dry. Except it's not dry, it's moist stuffing.
Right.
Yeah.
So yummy. I mean, gravy's good, but yeah, it doesn't need it. And then, yes, the fruit salad is so good, and that's like the only holiday time. And like mashed potatoes with corn mixed in.
Oh,
And
yeah.
butter,
Mhm.
and maybe gravy.
Mhm.
I mean, growing up, we always had the same kind of meal for like Thanksgiving and Christmas, and it's just pretty much my favorite meal of the year. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
I'm
like it all. But stuffing is my fave.
Yeah.
actually really a big fan of turkey too. Like my meat, like it's like a venison, turkey,
Oh, interesting.
and then the other stuff.
Everything else.
Yeah.
I like turkey breast. I like the white meat. I don't like the dark
Well,
meat.
yeah, same. I agree with that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
All right.
That's on me.
So I was the book chooser, and I will read the back of the book. The Loch Ness Monster, the Yeti, Bigfoot. These are just some of the iconic mythical creatures studied by the discipline of cryptozoology. The idea of mysterious and terrifying creatures goes back centuries. They are known by experts as cryptids. These legendary beings, continue to capture our imaginations. Discover the fascinating and often bizarre stories of real-life monsters and the scientists who strive to separate the fact from fiction. In Hunting Monsters, paleozoological researcher Professor Darren Naish explores the fascinating science behind these elusive monsters, science known as cryptozoology. Bizarre stories of ancient sea monsters and resurgent dinosaurs are explored in this concise book, taking into account the theories of Belgian zoologist Bernard Heuvelmans, the man responsible for coining the term cryptozoology, as well as modern-day zoologists like John McKinnon, whose research sheds light into the novel field of work. And I chose this book because from the description, I thought that we'd get kind of a look at to like how things came into being, like where these stories came from, and kind of go into like I don't know, like cryptozoology in general. And I really like the idea of cryptozoology, and I thought it would be a good book to read.
Nice.
Overall impressions, I felt a little deceived by the description of the book. It was pretty okay, although I was not quite expecting it to be a book kind of more to disprove that cryptids exist. I thought it was going to kind of ride the middle, you know, why some don't, why some do, where they came from, that kind of stuff. But I think that's kind of why I was a little bit torn on like how I felt about it, because I thought it was going to be more down the line instead of it's all, you know, fault. Melissa, how about you?
Yeah, my overall impression was for sure that the author does not believe in cryptids and he has no faith in what people see. And yeah, I don't know. I think the impression that I get is that he I don't know, like he just kind of takes whatever has already been proven or what mainstream science is already saying as like fact, and everyone else is just like seeing things or believing things. And so I was a little bit, I too was expecting it to be more open-ended as well. And I don't know, about like halfway through the book, I was kind of like, every single thing that he's bringing up, he's just working, he's getting ready to disprove it like right away. So I just found myself kind of skimming over like a lot of it after like the patterns were arising. And yeah, I don't know. I guess it definitely kind of felt like a college thesis paper where
Yeah.
he
That's a
just,
good way of putting it.
yeah, I don't know, but I'm glad that I read it. I always think it's, you know, I'm of the mind that I do believe in some cryptids. So it was good for me to, and like because of that, it's like easier for me to fall into the bubbles where people are, you know, they believe in cryptids. So it was good for me to read a book where someone doesn't and has reasons to not. So yeah. And
Mom,
Mom?
how about you?
I was very disappointed with the book too. I think the best writing in the entire book was the back of the book. So I'm sorry to say that, but it was very difficult for me to stay focused on it and to read through it. Tell you the truth, I only hit the 80% mark on it. I just found that I just didn't have, it's like, okay, I got to read this. And it was just like Melissa had said too, that it's just, you saw the pattern of how he was disproving things right from the get-go, and he kept up the same pattern. And so it was like, yeah, I was, like I said, the back of the book was the most interesting part of the book.
What about you, Angie?
Yeah, I agree. It sort of felt like you're reading someone's thesis. Like it read like a term paper. And after coming out of House of Leaves with all the footnotes, it just felt like it was a book of footnotes.
Yes.
Like referencing everybody else's research and not really, I mean, I guess his research is researching other people, but it's sort of like it was just built on, yeah, it was just like a book of, I don't know.
Footnotes,
No one
yeah.
Oh, to the plan.
I don't feel like there were any like really original thoughts, sort of.
No.
It was, I mean, I guess the overall, well, that's not fair to say, maybe. I think, yeah, just the overall like out to disprove, but even the disproving was just like, oh, these guys aren't really that reliable.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was sort of hearsay in a way, because the reasons they weren't reliable was not, I don't know, I just felt like, I don't know.
No, I know what
I'm
you're
one that
saying.
I don't even really believe in cryptids, but I
Mhm.
thought it was interesting reading about all the different ones that people like, you know, think they've seen or have seen, you know, and I guess I was sort of looking for like a middle of the road argument, like a reason to believe. And
Yeah.
yeah,
And
I don't
maybe
know.
even more
read like a term
description.
paper.
I would have liked to have had more, like, I don't know, eyewitness descriptions, not just John Doe saw something in the road cross in front of him and he could not identify it. Well,
Yeah,
tell me more. Who's John Doe? Where was he heading? What time of day? I don't know. Just make it more interesting than, I don't know. I was expecting more from it.
Fair.
Sorry for interrupting you.
Oh no, you didn't at all.
Okay.
Tis a discussion.
That's
How
a
do you
pretty
think
slide.
cryptozoology should be defined? Investigating personal accounts of unknown creatures, or
Yeah, that was I like that the author started his book, his thesis, with this introduction about the term cryptozoology itself, which I suppose makes sense. You have to define your terms. And I thought it was interesting how he started it off questioning the term itself, kind of, and like, well, I don't
Mhm.
really have an answer for what this should be defined as, because we don't really know. Yeah, so I guess like I don't really have an answer for that either, but it is kind of interesting because I feel like cryptozoology is that funny place between, like, you know, you're investigating something that people are saying that they've seen, even though science hasn't like logged it yet. So it's like kind of that, like, it by nature, it's going to be that like questionable zone of research.
Yeah,
Between
kind of like
the known and
UFO.
the unknown.
Yeah,
Right,
kind of like
right.
UFOs, identified flying objects. I mean, that doesn't mean they're alien. You just
Mhm.
don't know what they are when you
Right,
see them. And I
right.
think that's kind of what cryptozoology is, let's say, in the animal kingdom.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
One thing that,
unidentified
yeah,
creatures,
unidentified, yeah. One thing that
foreign
come,
objects.
yeah, foreign creatures, or yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so you have to have an O, sorry. So one thing I was thinking of is the silverback gorilla. I think that was discovered, that wasn't discovered too long ago.
Right.
And people were, this is one where I should have had a little reference thing, but the silverback gorilla I think was just discovered in, was it like 2001 or 1992? I'm
Oh, it
not
was
sure.
before that. I want to say 52.
I don't actually know.
Because
I'm
Jane
gonna look it
Goodall
up
did
quick.
work with the silverbacks.
Oh, she
So
did.
I
Okay.
thought that's what she did, was the mountain gorillas. And I want to say that was in the 50s or 60s,
I'm just looking it up really quick.
70s. You can do that.
Yeah, there's definitely creatures that have been found since, within
Right.
the last, 20 years, 30 years,
Right.
50 years, like that we would have never, that just never were thought to exist. And then, oh, hey, there's something there. Like
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
that kind of like one of the things he brought up too was like what, like you said, like how should cryptozoology be defined? Because he mentioned in there too, like what is considered a cryptid?
Mm-hmm.
Like, is it monstrous ones? Is it
Right.
like a random small little animal? Like, do
Mm-hmm.
all of those fit into there, or is it only the like
The weird
monstrous
ones, right?
Like,
Yeah.
It is interesting because yeah, the word cryptid usually gets, like, we think of the weird ones or like the monsters
Right.
first.
Versus like a
chupacabra, the
platypus.
yeti.
Yeah,
Right.
not a platypus.
Right. Not a silverback gorilla.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
when were they discovered?
I think it was 1902 is what I found.
Okay, that sounds.
But that seems pretty recent still, though. I mean,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know there was some kind of fish or something that was discovered when I was in grade school because it was in our weekly reader. So
We'll get to fish.
what?
Oh, yeah, there's something, yeah. We'll get to
But
the
yeah,
fish
I
one.
mean-
I think I know what
Oh.
you're talking about, but is it like, yeah, I can't remember how to pronounce it.
Yeah. But yeah.
But then also too, like, how should they be classified? Should they be classified differently than
Mhm.
animals exist that we know, like animals that we know exist? Like, he went into like how Wolfman's like categorized them like long necks and
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
water creatures or whatever with flippers or whatever. But do you think that they should be classified like that, like otherworldly kind of, or more along the lines of, oh, this is probably along the lines of like gorillas or
Yeah, kind of like
something that we
mammal,
know? Yeah.
amphibia. I don't know what lizards are called, but
Mm-hmm.
or
reptiles and
yeah.
mammal. Right. I don't see why they couldn't be categorized more zoologically. until
Mhm.
Make
proven
more
that aren't. I
sense.
don't know. Or I mean, I guess though, if you don't know for sure,
Mhm.
I don't
Yeah.
know. That's a good question.
Thanks for hanging out with us. Join the conversation in the comments below, and please be sure to say hello to us over on Twitter or Instagram. Remember, at 100 subs, we are doing a book giveaway. And at 200 subs, we are choosing a viewer-requested book. We'll see you in the next video. Until then, happy reading.